All right, there we go. So we're the flag sponsor today, which means we bought the booze. So. I can definitely use the car. Hopefully, eventually, I can augment my own reality, get a better car, lose 5 pounds, that kind of stuff. The social stuff is really cool, and I lose my phone about once a month, so I'm definitely down with that. But yeah, I'm just here to tell you guys about CallFire. I was sitting in your seat about 5 years ago, Anderson student, also graduated from the MDE program. 5 college buddies and I started CallFire. We're now in Santa Monica, got about 20 employees. And it's a pretty cool story. We were basically just consulting, doing software consulting, stumbled into open source voice over IP, and started creating a few new tools that allow people to do call recording, very scalable voice broadcast. So if you had to send a phone call to 100,000 people or so during a hurricane, or send an SMS blast, a group SMS blast of the same magnitude, there are very few systems that are capable of doing that. So that's kind of what we developed. And eventually it snowballed into a long tail business model where we were allowing small businesses to log in and create really cool telephone campaigns. And the business has kind of evolved into something a little cooler. So we're going to play a video that describes a little bit of what we do. Online.
She picks which flowers to start.
She decides to do a little market research first. Susie turns to Hosted IVR by CallFire. She opens a free account and uses IVR Designer to start building an inbound phone survey. In just a few minutes, Susie bought a brand new toll-free number and even created the telephone survey with CallFire's drag-and-drop interface. Later that day, Susie creates a promotion on Facebook. So really the value proposition here is, 5 years ago you might have to buy a phone system, set it in your office on PBX, and now your grandma can literally jump online and drag and drop and build your entire phone tree in about 5 minutes, click start, and you can immediately start accepting thousands of calls or making thousands of calls without paying for that infrastructure. So very quickly, some of our most popular tools, like I said before, voice broadcast that allows you to send calls to thousands of people at a time. It's heavily used during political season when they're doing phone surveys. We also do inbound surveys, hotlines, stuff like that. When there's an emergency, you need to send out lifeline information. You can text message everybody with phone numbers, with information, and you can also set up hotlines to receive thousands of calls at the same time in an emergency. But really, one of our most powerful tools is the IVR system we just described a few moments ago. It allows you to automate a lot of things that you normally wouldn't be able to do. And when we exposed those tools to developers, they started building some really crazy things. So yeah, I'm going to give the mic to TJ, who's our Chief Operating Officer.
Thanks, Dinesh. I'm operations, which means this is my nightlife for tonight. So I'm very happy to be here. Very quickly, what we believe in is that while building apps for the device is great and cool, building apps for the network, for the local network, is going to be essential, because as long as people are talking, businesses are going to work hard to stay relevant in that conversation. And not only do we have our own applications ready to use, what's more important are we're building APIs for developers to build apps themselves. So for example, Social Annex could, with every customer they bring on board, provision a phone number, have an IVR programmatically set up, and up and going in a matter of minutes. And next slide, please. So they could actually have something like this. This is actually working, CallFire XML, that if you deploy it on our cloud infrastructure, would start working right away. So the beauty of this model is the illusion of simplicity. It's an illusion because dealing with telephone companies, if you're trying to move your phone service from one location to another, is a bitch. So what you got to do is you got to simplify that for our customers. So we take care of all dealing with carriers. You need to go from 1 line to 1,000 lines to 10,000 lines. We take care of that problem. And in your case, all you need to worry about is to have a credit card ready, of course, and ready to go write code. So the way we did that is we built it all on open source platforms, so that allows us to scale vertically and horizontally. There is no upfront cost, there is no setup fee. You only pay for actual conversation, one way or two ways. So you could actually go onto our website, sign up, and until you get the first inbound call, you're not paying a dime. Before we end, a special thanks to Dustin and the entire TechZulu team. I am told that we have 30 toll-free numbers, free toll-free numbers to give out to all of you, so find us fast. We have 2 other CallFire guys here to help you. And we will tell you the little slide that we learned from talking to other entrepreneurs, and maybe you guys will find it helpful as well. Thank you guys.